Today, I'm going to show you how to work in Tinkercad, step by step, so you can go from a blank workplane to a finished 3D design with confidence. Tinkercad is one of the easiest tools for beginners because it uses simple shapes, smart shortcuts, and a very visual drag-and-drop workflow. The best part is that once you understand the core basics, you can start building almost anything by combining shapes, cutting holes, and adjusting sizes precisely. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more simple software guides like this. Alright, let's jump in. The first thing to understand is that Tinkercad is a solid modeler. That means you build complex objects by adding and subtracting basic shapes. So instead of drawing every detail from scratch, you start with simple forms like boxes, cylinders, spheres, and cones, then combine them into one model. To add a shape, go to the right side panel and drag any solid shape onto the workplane. For example, you can drag out a box if you want a base, or a cylinder if you need a round feature. Once the shape is on the workplane, you can click it to select it and begin editing. Now, if you want to cut a shape out of another shape, that's where holes come in. Select the shape you want to use as the cutter, then change it to hole in the inspector window at the top right. Holes are one of the most important parts of Tinkercad because they let you create openings, slots, and custom cutouts very quickly. After that, select both the solid shape and the hole shape together, then press Ctrl+G to group them. This is the magic step. When you group shapes, Tinkercad combines or subtracts them depending on what you selected. Solid plus solid becomes one larger object, while solid plus hole creates a cutout shape. That simple concept is the foundation of most Tinkercad modeling. Next, let's talk about moving and resizing your shapes. To move a shape, just click and drag it across the workplane. If you want to move it up or down along the vertical axis, use the black cone on top of the shape. This is especially useful when you're stacking objects or aligning pieces at different heights. To resize a shape, click it and drag the white squares on the corners or edges. If you need to keep the proportions perfect, hold Shift while dragging a corner. That is a great trick when you want a circle to stay a circle or a box to scale evenly without distortion. You can also rotate shapes using the curved arrows that appear when a shape is selected. Rotation is useful when you want to angle parts, align pieces differently, or build more advanced designs. Now let's move into a few tools that can save you a lot of time. First is the ruler. Press R and click on the workplane to place it. The ruler lets you type exact measurements for size and position, which is much more accurate than dragging by eye. If you want your design to match real-world dimensions, the ruler is one of the most useful tools in the whole program. Another major time saver is duplicate. Press Ctrl+D to make a copy of your selected object in the exact same spot. Then if you move the copy and press Ctrl+D again, Tinkercad repeats that movement. This is incredibly helpful for making evenly spaced objects like stairs, patterns, rows of holes, or gear-like designs. The next tool is Workplane, and it's another favorite. Press W, then click on the side of a shape to place the workplane there. This basically sticks your floor to that surface, which makes it much easier to build on angled or vertical areas. If you've ever wondered how people build directly on the side of a part, this is how they do it. Now let's go over navigation, especially if you want to work without relying too much on the mouse. To rotate your view, click and drag the view cube in the top left. That helps you quickly see your model from the front, top, side, or any custom angle. If you need to zoom in or out, use the plus and minus icons on the left toolbar. And if you want to focus on one specific object, simply select it and press F. Tinkercad will zoom right in on that shape so you can keep working without searching for it on the screen. Finally, once your design is complete, you'll want to export it. Click the Export button in the top right to save your file as an STL for 3D printing. If you want to use your design in another program or share it as an image, you can also use Send To. That gives you options for exporting your work to other tools like Fusion 360 or sharing a picture of your design. So to recap, the core workflow in Tinkercad is simple. Add shapes, turn some into holes, group them, resize and rotate as needed, use the ruler and workplane for precision, and export when you're done. Once you get comfortable with those basics, Tinkercad becomes much easier and much more fun to use. If this video helped you learn how to work in Tinkercad, please give it a like and subscribe for more step-by-step tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.